WoW TBC Arena class overview. Ooh.
Hey guys, so with the Burning Crusade finally approaching us, I wanted to give you a quick overlook on how each class performs in Arena. So let's get started. Now let's take
Okay.
a look at the healers first. At S tier we have Druids. Why are Resto Druids so good? Well, they can
Ooh.
basically heal while avoiding casting, which with their mobility through shapeshifting makes them very hard to kill and CC. They also have Innervate and very good mana regen. Their healing over time effects, such as Life Bloom, are very cheap to cast, meaning they can keep their team alive for a long time. They also have a very high CC toolkit, like they have Cyclones, Feral Charge, Bash and Roots, and a good Druid can make life really hard for the enemy team. Now the biggest weakness is getting caught in a stun with no bear form and trinket on cooldown. So if you're running around and you get kidnapped in human form, you might be in big trouble. Now
Not
let's
good.
talk about the other healers. This priest is definitely A tier. It's a very strong healer, a very offensive healer. Playing as a disc priest means you have to know when to be extremely aggressive and when to play safe. You have to communicate with your team on switches to purge the enemy with your dispels and finding windows to do damage. It's also a very high skill cap role, as Shadow Word Death allows you to avoid basically all CC in the game if you can predict it correctly.
Ooh,
You also
damn.
have Mana Burns, which is a very scary
True.
ability for your opponents, and they will always need to know where you are positioned in order to avoid that. You can basically apply constant pressure. The weakness of Priests is that they go out of mana really fast, so you have to make the offensive playstyle effective. They can obviously also aim for the long game if paired with a Hunter because of the combo Viper Sting plus Mana Burn. Regarding Paladins and
Nice.
Shamans, they are not bad healers, but I would say they are stronger in the 2v2 bracket as there is much less stuff to worry about. In 3s, it could be very stressful to play these healers because they require casting in order to heal, and if you get locked just once with a counterspell or a kick
Then
while
you're
getting melee
fucked.
trained, it could lead to a loss. So they are playable, but they require much more awareness and positioning than the other two. I would say their best comps are double healers, for example Paladin, Disc Priest and Warrior, as you don't have all the pressure on yourself and you can outlast your opponents. Now let's talk about the DPSs. The best DPSs are Rogues and Warlocks.
There it
Rogues have always
is.
been a very good
Oh,
arena
yeah,
class
man.
thanks to their stuns and CC. They have a very
Yep.
high skill cap and one of their best tools is setting up kills with Kidney Shot. Their weakness is that they're pretty squishy once they have no cooldowns, so it's advised to play defensively, especially if you don't have your Cloak of Shadows and you're facing casters, it's very easy to die. Affliction, Warlock with Soul Link are insanely good. They're basically the druids of...
Dude, when TBC comes out and we start spamming Arena, I'm gonna suck dick. It's gonna take like 100 matches to get good again. And trust me, I will. Okay, we'll get there. But I'm gonna have to kick off the fucking rust. I'm gonna have to get into it, dude. It's gonna take some
DPSs.
practice.
They never run out of mana, almost never need to cast, and damage the whole team applying constant pressure. They provide insane CC and a counterspell, and they're very tanky due to their Soul Link. Their weakness is their pet. If your healer lets the pet die, then you become very squishy and an easy target, as you lose the 20% damage reduction from Soul Link, so pet management is definitely important.
True.
As A tier DPSs, we have Frost Mages and Arms Warriors. Frost Mages are the bursty versions of Warlocks. They have high survivability, high CC.
I feel like most Warlocks don't have a bind for pet attack and pet recall. I feel like most, and same for Hunters, pet management, that's the big downfall of Warlocks and Hunters. I got luck. I got it on fucking lock, dude. Easy.
And they rely on getting kills during Shatter, which means they're Frostbolt plus Ice Lance while the opponent is frozen, which can do an insane amount of damage. Their weakness is that they go out of mana pretty fast, so they rely on getting a CC setup that leads to
Streets.
a kill. That's also why in 2v2 they're not
I will,
ideal
thank
to play
you.
with a healer.
And I'll take it to Panda Express.
Arms
Thanks,
Warriors,
man.
they just do what Warriors have always been doing. They're very good at doing sustained damage, keeping the pressure up.
Aaron. She says, stay safe. You and me gonna own in TBC Unlock. Are you going hard in Arena in TBC? Aaron? Are you? Are you blasting? I am recruiting a Rogue and a Resto. Open offer. Everyone, a Rogue and a Resto, okay? That's what I need.
One of the most popular warrior builds is Mace Stun, basically
good one.
granting a chance to a 3-second stun just by
Craig!
using Mace, which can easily lead to a win, especially if...
Listen, okay? Here's what I need. Listen, okay. Listen. I'm gonna suck dick at the start. It's gonna come back to me, okay? I've got 2.4k rating experience. it's gonna come back. Okay, as late as season 9. Okay, this is season 1 of Cataclysm. Okay, I haven't done it since then. It's gonna come back. I need some practice. I need teammates that are not toxic, down to learn. You're willing to lose, knowing the losses pave the path towards the path of victory. Okay, it's fine if we lose as long as we learn and get better and communicate. That's fine, and we're taking it all the way to Glad. Okay, that's the goal. Aspect, I see you.
Down a healer. They also provide Mortal
We're
Strike,
going, we're doing
which
it.
reduces healing by 50%. Hunters and Rogues also provide it, but the Warrior one is the
I'm an
easiest to
idiot.
sustain. Their weakness is that they're very vulnerable to CC, but you can still use Spell Reflect to play around it. One of the biggest mistakes that Warriors do is that they tunnel vision their target and follow them across the map. So if you go, for example, behind the pillar, line of sighting your healer, you might just get switched on and killed. So keep that awareness up all the time.
Here's the thing, dude. Everyone says rogues are so good in TBC, and it's true. But rogue skill cap is actually pretty high. Like, most rogues... There's so many rogues thinking, oh yeah, dude, rogues own an arena in TBC. I'm gonna get Glad. I'm playing a rogue. Oh yeah. Most rogues, you seen these guys play? They're fucking trash. They're straight fucking dog shit. 99% of rogues, absolute fucking trash. Yeah, they can be insane, okay? But most are bad.
We have Hunters left, mostly played as marksmanship survival. I will probably rate them as A tier as well. They rely on outlasting your opponents. They provide a high CC toolkit with scattershot and traps. Frost Trap is the best tool in the game to use against melee classes, as it slows everyone down and has a chance to root them. They hard counter mages and Disc Priest with Viper Sting, which takes their mana down extremely fast. Viper Sting is also the reason why Hunters in TBC play the Scorpion Pet, in order to apply more stacks of poison, making Viper Sting harder to dispel. One of the biggest weaknesses they have is that they get hard countered by Warlocks, which you're gonna find a lot of, and as a class it's very hard to master. What I showed you are basically the most popular and strongest pack that each class is going to play.
So, it's funny. This is the comp I want. Ha! This is what I want. Yeah, Resto, Rogue, Warlock. They're all S tier. This is exactly the comp I'm looking for.
Other
there it is.
Are viable, but simply not as strong.
Where's Rhett? Good question. Yeah, good question,
For example, Shadow Priest is very playable, but it's essentially a worse Warlock. Specs like Announcement, Elemental Shaman, and Red Paladin get better later into the expansion, once we start getting tier 6 gear, as raiding gear is a very big part of TBC Arena and will increase the overall damage by quite a lot. I didn't talk.
Yeah, so listen, man, if you want, what he's saying, if you want to do Ret Arena, you need to get full best in slot Sunwell Plateau gear, and you're gonna be good.
Will increase the overall damage by quite a lot. I didn't talk about the 5v5 bracket, as it's not gonna be as popular, and finding partners and matches is not easy. The upside is that you can kinda play whatever you want in that bracket, and it gives you more arena points than 2v2 or 3v3.
True.
I hope you guys...
Look at that. This is actually super worth noting, guys, okay? 5s gives way more points than other brackets. So this is rating 1700, right? By the way, in TBC, you make a new team, you start at 15. Like, 15 is the starting point. So if you are, like, 1200 rating, that means, like, you're kind of dog shit. Like, you made your team, and then you just tanked straight down. So, anyway. Yeah. Everyone is going to want to have a 5s team, because it gives the most points. So yeah, we need to make a pumpin' 5s team, boys.
I hope you guys liked the video, enjoy, and have fun in the next Classic expansion. Thanks for watching.
Easy, dude. There it is. That was actually a good video. That was a good video.